Hello friends. I'm sure when we talk about information and technology company, the first name which strikes in our mind is none other than the IIT giant IBM itself.
This is the largest computer company in the world, and it's known as Big Blue. IBM went through some tough times through the late 80s and into the 90s due to changing trends in business computing. However, one positive event during this period was the invention of Deep Blue. This supercomputer defeated the world champion chess player and foreshadowed another triumph for the company. In 2011, another IBM supercomputer competed on the trivia game show Jeopardy! Against two human champions. The appropriately named Watson computer was able to process questions asked in natural language and used its huge database of knowledge to win the game. Following this impressive showing, experiments placed Watson in a medical environment with the potential to answer doctors' questions about medicines, diseases, and diagnoses. IBM continues to advance the computer industry and will surely contribute a number of valuable discoveries over its next 100 years.
For 2010, IBM's brand value was valued by Interbrand at $64.7 billion and Vault ranked IBM Global Technology Services number 1 in tech consulting for cybersecurity, operations and implementation, and public sector. The company was founded in 1911 as the Computing Tabulating Recording Company. CTR adopted the name International Business Machine in 1924.
NYC Euronext is basically multiple companies. It's not just the traditional trading, as market, but we also are in the business of selling technology. So what we do and the expertise that we build, we're able to package and commercialize and sell back. Our business is all about information. Data is what we live and breathe every day. We process multi-terabytes every day, so it's all big data. Everything we do is about analyzing information, looking for a needle in a haystack. The analytics that we do is very complex. If you don't think big, your business is pretty much going to be dwindling down very quickly. The profit from trading is minimal. Ever since program trading started, there's a huge number of transactions. The cost of infrastructure to support that went through the roof, but at the same time, the revenue being generated from that is going down. You need to be innovative, and the way you're innovative is through analyzing and mining big data.
In 1939, IBM's profit of $9.1 million exceeded that of the next four companies combined and held an impressive 23% of the sales. IBM continued to expand via new product developments and acquisitions through the late 1990s. In 1997, the company bought Unison Software, which specialized in managing computer systems, and in 1998 purchased Common Quest Technologies, a designer and manufacturer of wireless communication chips. Success followed IBM in 2004. To begin the year, IBM and Unica Corporation signed a lucrative contract with BJ's Wholesale Club for a new marketing platform that would enable interactions with BJ's members. At the same time, IBM broke the record for patents received in a single year, with 3,415 for new products. One such product, introduced in 2004, was the IBM eServer Blade Center HS40, the most powerful and flexible 4-way blade service available. IBM is well positioned to provide its enterprise clients the open technologies and high-value solutions they will need to compete, deliver integration and innovation to clients. Changes in the market have caused IBM's clients to seek flexibility and innovation in everything from technical architecture to their business model. IBM believes a globally integrated enterprise designed for this new landscape can compete effectively and will benefit from opportunities offered. In 2010, IBM employed 105,000 workers in the US, a drop of 30,000 since 2003, and 75,000 people in India. Culture is extremely important to a successful social business transformation. In many regards, it is even more important than the technology you use. An organization must promote a business culture of transparency and trust from senior leadership to those working in the field. The major competitors of IBM in global market are Accenture, Dell, Computer Corporation, Hewlett Packard Company, Microsoft Corporation, and Toshiba Corporation. The company excels in making products such as printers, typewriters, computer based on discrete transistors, IBM remote control keyboard. IBM received a number of rating updates from brokerages and research firms. Today, according to a new report from Gartner, IBM is rated the number 1 position as the leading server vendor in the fourth quarter of 2011 with 33.7% revenue market share. For the full year of 2011, IBM had 30.5% revenue market share, 1.5% ahead of its nearest rival, according to Gartner. The Gartner report also found that IBM was number 1 in the market for Unix servers with 52.8% market share in the fourth quarter of 2011. For the full year of 2011, IBM led the Unix server market with 45.9% market share, a gain of 6.9 points over 2010. IBM grew Unix revenues by 23% over 2010, according to Gartner, and the list will go on and on. To cut it short, IBM leads the chart of every ranking with its innovative and genuine products. IBM case study, Achieving Integration Without Business Disruption. With over 150 disparate applications, including custom-built legacy applications that were not fully integrated, this company was experiencing system interruptions. Eager to improve the uptime and availability of its applications, the company decided to outsource its entire technology environment, including mainframe managed operations, desktop workstation support, application maintenance of legacy systems, and help desk technical support systems. As an added requirement, it wanted to keep the majority of its operations local. To locate an appropriate partner, the company commissioned a third-party evaluation. Its requirements? A supplier who could facilitate the transition to a new application environment, meet service level commitments, improve the predictability of its application expenditures, and retain any employees displaced by the move. The recommendation was IBM's Application Management Services team. So in this way, we can say or we can judge the future prospects of IBM by looking into its past. Each and every time the company has recovered itself from the hurdles which came across its way. And the quest to bring something new and for future generations makes it still alive in every terms, may it be innovation or leading the charts. Bye and have a successful future.